Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Hidden Truth. We dropped a major bombshell in the last episode when y'all found out that little Donovan here was Sedona's biological son, and not actually her brother. So we have more drama in this episode, as we have just found out that Sedona is now pregnant for what we know is the second time. And she doesn't know who the father of her child is. We're not sure if it's Grady or if it's Jasper. Now, Grady already knows, but she has not told Jasper yet. And so we're here at Jasper's house to tell him, and we need to go to Pregnancy and Family, and we need to announce the unwanted pregnancy. Yeah, as I expected, Jasper did not take the pregnancy announcement well at all. He is not happy. It looks like she wants to express her fondness of Jasper, so it looks like maybe she's telling him, that she really does care about him, and she wants, to try to figure it out, that she knows that she made a mistake by getting pregnant, but she also needs to admit that she doesn't know who the father of the baby is. And this is going to be probably the biggest shock for him, is that there's a possibility that he may not be the father. As expected, Jasper is really hurt and really upset that Sedona has cheated on him, and we're gonna let fate decide kind of what happens. Fatal mistakes. Oh no, from separation. Sedona is not sure where the fatal mistake laid, cheating or admitting to having cheated. Either way, her partner could not tolerate the news of Sedona's infidelity and broke them up. Perhaps there will be a chance to reconquer their love, but it won't happen today. Paternity mystery. Unsurprisingly, admitting not knowing who the child's father is didn't go too well. Yeah, Sedona, that doesn't surprise me, not in the slightest. So they are now separated. So it looks like their romantic relationship and their friendship relationship has taken a pretty big hit. So now that Sedona has, kind of had a chance to tell Jasper everything, she needs to tell him, like, hey, we need to figure this out. And he's like, I'm not interested in talking with you right now. And so she's like, okay, well, I have my first appointment tomorrow, so I won't be at school, but I just wanted to let you know that's where I'm going to be tomorrow. And he's like, great, I don't care. And actually, before she goes home, I wonder if she can tell his mom. She can. Okay, so she is going to, her mom's like, his mom is like, Sedona, what's wrong? And she's like, oh gosh. She told her, like, I just found out that I'm pregnant. And of course Catherine was very upset about that. She's like, I'm really sorry, Mrs. Hastings. I don't even know if Jasper's the father, so until I find out who the father of the baby is, which most likely won't be until after the baby is born, I guess I'll keep my distance. And I think Catherine is probably really upset, not only at Sedona, but at Jasper. And I think that she's probably going to use this against Sedona's parents, which is exactly what Sedona's mom did not want. Sedona's mom is very worried about their family image, and she's concerned that the choices that Sedona has made are going to reflect badly on their family. So Sedona has just returned home. She's going to go in and use the restroom really quick. And she's like, hey, Mom, I was just over at the Hastings. I told Mrs. Hastings and Jasper about the baby. And her mom's like, great. I'm glad that you came clean. And as she walked in, her dad was like, hey, Sedona, I want you to meet me in my room when you have a moment because we need to have a conversation. So as soon as she's done going to the restroom, she's going to go meet her dad in his bedroom because he doesn't want to have that conversation in front of Donovan. And I think we're going to have Nancy come in and pick Donovan up, and we're going to have her go and give Donovan a bubble bath because this is definitely not a conversation that he needs to be a part of. So he's going to argue with Sedona a little bit about parenting, and he's basically telling her, like, your mom and I pay all of the bills in this house. We pay for everything that you need, and for you to be this reckless and this irresponsible is, absolutely unacceptable. And so he's going to ask if the child's father will even stay around. He's like, if it is Grady, obviously he wasn't man enough to step up and be a father to Donovan. And she's like, you didn't give Grady a chance to be a dad. You made us sign our rights away, and you adopted our son because you were so worried about how it was going to affect your image. And he's like, yeah, and what if it's Jasper? The Hastings want you to get rid of this baby. They don't even want you to keep this kid. They want you to get rid of this baby. So how are you even going to support this baby on your own? Because your mom and I are not going to do this again, what we did with Donovan. And Catherine's calling, and I know that this is, what this says, but I don't really think that that's what she's saying. I think she's calling and telling Nancy, like, look, Sedona came over and told us that she's pregnant. We are very, very upset, and we would prefer that Sedona not come around Jasper, and we will be paying for our portion of the abortion that she needs to have. And Nancy's like, you know what, Catherine, I don't know that my daughter is going to have an abortion. She has not made a decision on what she wants to do about the pregnancy yet. And Catherine's like, well, of course she's going to have an abortion. She's not going to ruin my son's life because she decided, to open her legs, basically. And Nancy's like, there's a possibility that your son's not even the father. So what happens if, Jasper's not the father of this child and you have forced Sedona into an abortion? And she's like, well, then all the better for Sedona. And Nancy's had enough, basically, of that conversation. She's just going to hang up the phone. Jason is in here kind of yelling at Sedona, and they're just having a huge argument. And Nancy kind of hears them in there arguing, and she is going to go ahead and she's going to lay Donovan down for a nap, and then she's going to come in here and ask, like, what the heck is going on? Like, you were supposed to be having a civil conversation with her about the pregnancy and all of that. She's like, what the heck is going on in here? And he's going to yell at her for shouting forbidden words because she was cursing at him while they were having their argument. As Nancy walks in, she hears Jason. Storytelling in The Sims is so hard, y'all, because The Sims just don't listen. But she hears Jason yelling at Sedona and telling her, you need to get out. And they basically said, here's $1,200, get out. And of course, this has blown up into a massive fight. Jason has kicked Sedona out of the house. And Nancy is furious, not only with Jason, but with Sedona, because of the decision that she's made. And so Sedona, she's not really sure what to do. She's not sure where to go. And so I think what she's probably going to do is she is going to kind of wander into the city because they don't live too far from San Myshuno. There is this tiny little piece of crap apartment that she found, and they agreed to let her move in. All right, we have arrived at Sedona's new apartment. Now, we do need to grab some furnishings for this place. It did come with a few things, so we are going to add the money back that we spend on a couple of things. So, of course, it would come with a toilet. We're just going to get the cheapest toilet that we can. I'm going to switch this door out as well because I don't like the door that they've chosen for this. I'm going to use this door instead. So she had $700 when she moved in, so we just need to keep that in mind. So, of course, it came with all the plumbing and light fixtures, as well as a stove, a refrigerator, and the counters. Okay, so we are now setting her simoleons back at $700 because that's how much she had after she made the deposit and everything. So this is everything that the apartment came with. So it did come with some light fixtures and all of the plumbing, and then, of course, the appliances. So obviously, the first thing she needs to get needs to be a bed. She's probably going to be sleeping on the cheapest thing that she can find, which is this awful little air mattress that she probably just picked up at, Sim Mart or something before she, after she signed her lease and everything. She's obviously going to need some kind of dresser or something. So let's see if we can find her something kind of cheap. Here's this cheap little white dresser. Maybe she found this, again at Sim Mart or something. And then I want to grab her a chair or a sofa or something if we can. Just so she has something to sit on, maybe even just some pillows, just so she has a place to sit. Oh, the beanbag chair is kind of perfect. Let's just grab one of these little beanbag chairs. Okay, and that officially leaves her with 0 simoleons. She has no money. So that really sucks. The first thing that Sedona needs to do is she's gonna come in here, and she's just kind of looking around the apartment, and you can see she's not happy. I mean, she's heartbroken. She's now lost contact with her son, and she's not quite sure how she is going to support herself. The only thing that she can think of is that, she's going to have to quit cheerleading. And that breaks her heart because she does love it. But this was, again, something that her parents kind of pushed her into, and it's not something that she really wanted to do, but she knows that she needs to find a job. And she has class from 8 to 3 Monday through Friday, so she's not going to drop out of high school. She is going to continue to get her high school education, but she's got to figure out something, how she's going to make money. I don't know. She could get a job as a fast food employee. That might not be bad. Let's do that. 5 to 9 p.m., $16 an hour. It's not a lot, but, it's something. Let's have her go ahead and just have a quick meal. Maybe she'll just have a ham and cheese sandwich. So she does have her first appointment with the obstetrician tomorrow. So she won't be going to school tomorrow. We'll be going to the obstetrician, and we will be showing that in this episode. After that appointment, we will go ahead and end the episode here, or at that point. But I was hoping that maybe there was a way for her to make money around here. Can you, oh, she doesn't have, I guess not. We're going to have her go ahead and go to sleep because she does have a big day ahead of her tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she just got a text message from Shayla. I heard you're pregnant. Are you ashamed at your age? The worry you're putting on your parents. You're too irresponsible to be a parent. Oh, Shayla was supposed to be like her bestie. Like, Shayla was one of the first people that she told. Oh, I hate that. I really thought like Shayla would be one that would be like supportive of Sedona, but I don't know, I guess not. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay, she needs to have some breakfast, so she's just gonna have a bowl of cereal. After that, I think we're gonna have her go ahead and hop in the shower, brush her teeth, and just kind of, you know, start getting ready for her appointment. Her appointment's at 8 o'clock. So she does need to kind of start getting ready for that. So she does need to shave her legs really quick. So once she does that, we'll kind of finish getting ready and head off to our doctor's appointment. All right, so Sedona has just arrived at the birthing clinic. I downloaded this adorable clinic, this childbirth clinic by INSANEDRA_X or InsaneDraw_X. On the gallery. It is custom content. It does have custom content, so I did have to change a couple of things, and I added a couple of things, but this is beautiful. I mean, it is stunning. It looks amazing. It all, I am absolutely obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed. I think this is probably one of the best birthing clinics I've ever seen. So Sedona has come in and she's just meeting with her obstetrician. And I don't know why she's in this outfit. I have no idea what this is. So I'm going to have to sort that out. But she's just kind of chit-chatting with her obstetrician. And she's like, I'm not exactly sure how far along I am. You know, I just found out not too long ago that I'm pregnant. And I want to make sure that, you know, I'm taking care of my body and everything. So her doctor's like, great, let's get some blood from you, and then we'll go ahead and get you set up for your ultrasound. All right, so Sedona got her blood work. All right, we'll get your results back tomorrow. Please don't worry too much. If there are any issues or concerns with your result, I'll make sure to get in touch with you and discuss everything in detail. But remember, no news is good news. So Sedona is just kind of waiting in the ultrasound room. She's gotten another kind of crappy text from Karina this time. So she's really feeling it right now. So let's set her ultrasound preference. Okay, I had to set it up so it wouldn't tell us the gender of the baby because I don't want to know yet. It's still way too early in her pregnancy for them to be able to figure out a gender. But her doctor's like, okay, if you want to follow me into the ultrasound room, we'll get started on your ultrasound scan and make sure that everything is progressing the way that we're hoping. And we'll also give you an idea of exactly, you know, how far along you are. So let's take a little look-see here and see what we can see, shall we? Okay. Here is a little baby. There is definitely a little baby in there. She's like, actually, Sedona, if you look, you're a little farther along than we thought. You're going to enter your second trimester sometime within the next couple of days. We're thinking you're probably closer to 10 to 11 weeks rather than 7 to 8 weeks. You're definitely a little bit further along than what we anticipated, but everything looks really good. Congratulations, you're pregnant. Based on the ultrasound scan, it looks like you're expecting one healthy baby. Everything looks good so far, but we'll continue to monitor your pregnancy and the baby's development to make sure everything stays on track. This is an exciting time, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Oh, look at the little baby. I think Sedona is still kind of in shock. So she's going to enter her second trimester in about 20 hours. So that's really, really exciting. We do have our little ultrasound picture. So that's really fun. Now that she's all done at the clinic, we're going to go ahead and head home for the day. I do think maybe it's a good idea for her to sell those earbuds because, I mean, she really needs the money. She's got $400 in bills due and no way to pay them. So she's got to figure something out. I don't know what we're going to do. We could have her do some odd jobs. That might be something we look into, is her kind of doing some odd jobs and stuff to try to make some money. But yeah, she's on her own, and she's feeling the pressure, that's for sure. She still hasn't decided whether or not she's going to keep the baby, but she does have, she does have options. So I don't know, you guys. I really want to see her kind of pull through, keep the baby, and figure it out. But I would also understand if she didn't choose to go that route. The Hastings have offered her money to go get an abortion. And that, she's also thought about maybe putting this child up for adoption. She knows that her parents adopting Donovan was definitely the best decision, because she was not in a position that she could take care of Donovan and provide for him in the way that he needed to be provided for. And she's kind of in that same position, if not worse, with this baby. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think. If you think she should go for the adoption option, let me know. Do you think it should be an open adoption, closed adoption? I don't know. You'll just have to let me know what you think. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing you guys' opinions down in the comments. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you're new to the channel, please make sure that you do hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.